अर्धेह्य अविद्यमानेऽपि संसृतिर्ना निवर्तते ध्यायतो विषयान् अस्य स्वप्ने अनर्थगमो यथा अर्धेह्य अविद्यमानेऽपि संसृतिर्ना निवर्तते ध्यायतो विषयान् अस्य स्वप्ने अनर्थगमो यथा. Word by word meaning. Arthe, the real cause, he, certainly, avidyamane, not existing, api, although, sramsrutihi, the material existence, material extendal condition, not, nivartate, does cease, jayataha, contemplating, vishayan, objects of senses, ashya, of the living entity, swapne, in a dream, anartha, of disadvantages, agamaha, arrival, yata, like. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Actually, a living entity is transcendental to material existence. But because of his mentality of lording it over material nature, his material extendial condition does not cease. And just as in a dream, he is affected by all sorts of disadvantages. The example of a dream is very appropriate. Due to different mental conditions, in dreams, we are put into adventurous and disadvantageous positions. Similarly, the spirit soul has nothing to do with this material nature. But because of his mentality of lording it over, he is put into the position of conditional existence. Conditional existence is described here, dhyayato vishayan asya. Vishaya means the object of enjoyment. As long as one continues to think that he can enjoy the material advantages, he is in conditional life. But as soon as he comes to his own senses, he develops the knowledge that he is not the enjoyer, for the only enjoyer is Supreme Personality of Godhead, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 529. He is the benefactory for all the results of sacrifices and penances. Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam. And he is the proprietor of all three worlds, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the actual friend of all living entities, but instead of living proprietorship, enjoyment, and the actual position as a friend of all living entities to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we claim that we are the proprietors, the enjoyers, and the friends. We perform philanthropic work, thinking that we are the friends of humanity. Someone may proclaim himself to be very good national worker, the best friend of the people and of the country. But actually, he cannot be the greatest friend of everyone. The only friend is Krishna. One should try to raise the consciousness of the conditioned soul to the platform of understanding that Krishna is his actual friend. If one makes friendship with Krishna, one will never be cheated and he will get all help needed. Arousing his consciousness of the conditioned soul is the greatest service. Not posing oneself as a great friend of another living entity. The power of friendship is limited. Although one claims to be a friend, he cannot be a friend unlimitedly. There are an unlimited number of living entities, and our resources are limited. Therefore, we cannot be any real benefit to the people in general. The best service to the people in general is to awaken them to Krishna consciousness so that they may know that the supreme enjoyer, the supreme proprietor, the supreme friend is Krishna. Then the illusory dream of lording it over material nature will vanish. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmritam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Devahuti is asking questions to Kapiladeva. In the last chapter, Kapiladeva answered of her question, what is this material nature, what is this creation, how it got created with all the basic elements, fire, ether, earth, water. Now, Kapiladeva is answering a few more questions about the living entity. Devahuti asked, what is a living entity and why we are all stuck here? So can you please explain it? To answer that question, Kapiladeva is quoting these slokas, first 5 slokas. What is living entity? How it is conditioned. This is very important. Conditioned. Conditioned means nitya baddha, bounded. We are all bounded to this material nature. Why? And the next sloka is giving the solution. What is a remedy, or how can I cut out all these bondages and remove all these conditions and go to the original position. Actually, this sloka is very powerful sloka. The same sloka exactly as it is repeated in 11th canto, 28th chapter, 13th sloka. So you can understand the potency of this message. I'll go a little deeper. The living entity is transcendental to material existence. What does it mean? The living entity not belongs to this material nature. It's transcendental. It's above this material nature. It belongs to the spiritual planets, the Vaikuntha Lokas. Then why we are here? Why these living entities wandering here and there? The mentality of lording it over material nature. So the mentality of lording it over. I want to control. I want to rule. I want to take that position. This kind of mentality. With that, all the living entities are struck here, and it is never cease. That means it is just stuck like that. It is not coming out of that. So what is this material enjoyment and what is the reality and why living entity is thinking like that. Suppose you have a property, you have a nice bungalow or nice farming land or nice bank balance. Out of attachment or out of proprietorship, a living entity or this humans think like that it's mine, my house, my land, mine, mine, mine. If you understand in reality, this is not yours. You are the temporary caretaker. If you see in a bird eye view, the same property, the same house, one person will come and he will claim that my house, my house, my house, my house. After 20 years or 30 years, once he move out of this house, either moving a different house or leaving this body and moving to a different planet, this house will become to another person. And he is not carrying, when he is leaving this house, he is not carrying, or when he is leaving his body, he is not carrying his properties to the next body or next life. But on the living entity is thinking like that, I am the proprietor of all these things. That is the main cause for all these wars. The American president will think like that, I am the proprietor of this America. A Russian prime minister will think like that, I am the proprietor of this Russia. With this, they will try to trouble others. So many restrictions are with that false ego. They want to acquire another country next to that. They want to more, more, more. In reality, are they having this property forever, life after life? Forget about life after life. In this life itself, we are not having this one for longer time. So the first basic principle we need to understand is we are not the proprietor. We are temporary caretakers. That's why in old India, especially in South India, all the landlords, jamindars, all the kings, they did not keep the land or properties on their name. They are very self-realized souls. They put this land in the name of the deity, in the name of Ranganatha Swami, or in the name of Venkateshwara, or in the name of some other deity, the prominent deity in their temple. They kept all the property on the deity's name. They know that I'm temporary, I'm not going to be stay here. And they used to take care that property, whatever the earnings that are coming out of that property, they will use it for the service of the Lord. That is the real understanding and real surrendering. Not like that, claiming my property, I am the enjoyer, I am the proprietor. No. If you have that one, what is the problem? Problem is you will be attached. You will be attached. Your mode of passion will be increased. And what is the problem with the attachment? Let it be attached. What is the problem? The problem of attachment is at the time of death. What will happen at the time of death? You are on the deathbed. All your past memories will be reeled over. It will go like this. What happened when you were childhood, or whatever your sweet moments, it will rotate. All those moments. Whatever you are attached so much, the reel will stuck there. The reel will stuck there, and you will be focused on that attached frame, and then you will take birth again. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavan tyajatyante kalevaram tam tam yevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. At the time of death, whatever you think, whatever consciousness you have, the similar birth you will get. That's why this material existence does not cease. The minute you have this proprietary mentality or the enjoyment mentality, I want to enjoy, this mentality has to be transformed to Krishna is the proprietor and Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Then you will not have this problem of attachment and this problem of taking birth again and stuck here conditionally for unlimited lives. So this is the very, very fundamental point in Krishna consciousness. We need to understand we are not the enjoyer. Who is the enjoyer? Krishna is the enjoyer. How can I say that? What is the evidence? In Bhagavad Gita, it is saying that 529, Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvalokamaheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Gnatvam Santirushyati. Krishna is telling that Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam. Who is the receiver? Who is the Bhokta? I am the Bhokta. I am the enjoyer. I am the receiver of all your yajnas and tapasyas. And further he is telling that Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the proprietor of Sarvaloka, all the planets. You may falsely claim that I am the proprietor of so-and-so house, or I am the proprietor of so-and-so land, or so-and-so bank balance. But Krishna is the real proprietor. Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. Sarva means all. Loka means all the planets. Maheshwaram. Maheshwaram means supreme controller. He is the owner of everything. So we need to be into that platform. Of course, how a devotee will react if he has a lot of money, millions of dollars, billions of dollars, how he will take that? He will not be attached to those properties. Instead, he will take the properties and whatever earnings he is getting, he will utilize them into the Krishna consciousness. Perfect example, Albert Ford. So like that, we should develop this kind of mentality. Otherwise, we'll be attached to our house, our family, our properties, and again take birth again. One day, Srila Prabhupada is going for a morning walk, and one tree is very close to the house, almost hugging to that house. Srila Prabhupada stopped everyone. You know, in this previous life, the owner of this house, the previous owner of this house, he was so much attached to this house. That's why he took birth as a tree immediately next to that house, and he is so much leaning towards that house. So this is true. We should not be attached. We should be detached. If you have engaged in Krishna service and in Vaishnava service, you should not be attached or should not be puffed up with it. Further, Krishna is saying that, further, Kapila Deva is saying that the friendship. One will think like that, I am the friend of everyone. I want to be everyone. I want to serve everyone. I want to serve the nation. I want to serve the community. I want to serve this. I want to be the greatest of all. That's good. That's good. It's mode of goodness. But one cannot be a friend forever and for all the time, for unlimitedly. In the same sloka, Krishna is telling that Suhridam sarvabhutanam jnatvam santirichyati. Suhridam sarvabhutanam. I am sitting in everybody's heart. How he is sitting? Suhrud. Suhrud means the greatest friend. There are so many synonyms for the friend in the Sanskrit based upon the qualities. So Suhrud means the forever well-wisher. He is the forever well-wisher of that particular living entity. So Krishna is sitting every living entity's heart and acting as a Suhrud. What he is doing? He is giving care, unlimited care. In reality, the living entity will attached with so many personalities, with so many people in different stages. But have you seen anybody is coming until the deathbed or next life or whole life? No. In the childhood, you may be attached with your parents. Oh, my father, my father, my mother, my mother. In the young age, you may be attached to your wife. Oh, my wife, beautiful wife. Oh, she's so beautiful. Or my husband, so handsome. He's earning good amount of money. And after some time, you will be attached to your sons, your daughters. Oh, I have a very intelligent son. I have an intelligent daughter. After some time, you will lose your father and mother. You will lose your son and daughter will go away some other place, or your childhood friend, you will lose it. Your wife, your spouse may go before you, may leave you before you, before she may leave or he may leave his body before you. Who is staying with you forever? Krishna is staying with you. Krishna is the friend, ultimate friend. The other friends, other relationships are temporary. Maybe some friendship will be hours, some friendship may be years, but not whole life, or but not forever. But there is a forever friend. Who is that? Krishna. If you take that one, you will never feel lonely. You will never feel unhappy. You will never feel dissatisfied. Usually, what will happen? If any close friend or any close relative is not giving his association or is not with us, will have a great dissatisfaction. But if you make friendship of Krishna, you'll never be unhappy. Santustaha. So all other things may give a flickering happiness, chapala sukha. But if you attach it to Krishna, it will give the permanent happiness. So when Srila Prabhupada came to America, he was there in uptown New York, one ashrama. But after that, he moved to Bauri and all other places. There are days he used to stay in snow time, especially. He used to stay a tiny room alone for days and days. He doesn't have anybody. But he never feel loneliness. He always feel Krishna and his spiritual master with him. He used to do recordings, or he used to do translation work, or he used to do his japa, but he never feel loneliness, or he never feel dissatisfied. Oh, why I'm here? I'm stuck in this room for days and days. I don't have friends to enjoy. I don't have this facility. That no, he never did like that. Why? Because he developed the attachment to the Krishna. This is true. This is very true. Even I'm experiencing with my mom. My father is passed away like 5 years ago. But usually, if spouse is passed away, the other person will have a greatest separation. But my mom never expressed it. Oh, father is not there or something. My father is, she loves so much, but as she is a devotee, she is engaged her life serving Gauranitai, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and she goes every Saturday to one temple and do a little bit of preaching there. So she never feel like that I'm separated with my husband or something. So that is the power of making friendship with Krishna. So we all should develop that nature. So what we need to do? We are all understanding these things ourselves, and we are slowly trying to detach. We are not yet detached completely. We are trying to detach. And at the same time, we need to awaken the general public. So, hey, dude, you are in the illusion. You are in the dream. The correct word they gave is a dream. In the dream, we will go here and there, but reality is different. And we need to enlighten the general public. Hey, dude, you are not the proprietor of these things, and you are not the enjoyer of these things. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Come out of the illusion and be in reality and serve the Supreme Lord. If you preach like that, we can avoid a lot of corruptions, a lot of mismanagement, a lot of ahankara, a lot of false ego. We can easily avoid in the society. What they are doing in the current society. Whoever has the power in their hand, they want to acquire more, and society is going imbalance situation. Whoever is supposed to get that benefit, they are not getting. But whoever is have the power, they are getting all the benefit, and they are becoming rich. And whoever is supposed to get that benefit, they are not getting, and they are suffering. So society is going in a chaotic situation. But if one person enlighten that I should not do like this, I am not the supreme enjoyer, I'm a temporary owner of all these things, supreme enjoyer is Krishna, then we can slowly bring up a nice society. And also we can detach and we can go back to Godhead. The next sloka is telling that by the detachment and by the devotional service, we can seize this conditioned life. That means we can go back to Godhead. Other day, I was hearing one Srila Prabhupada lecture. He's telling that even you have a pinch of attachment or propensity of enjoyment, this material nature, visarga cannot be avoided. The visarga means the creation. Again, you will be created as another living entity, and again you need to go through all these life after life. So the takeaway point is accept Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, and accept Krishna is the eternal friend, and slowly detach and perform devotional service and seize this conditioned life and go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Over to Madhupati Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dhanavad pranam. So, since Madhupati Prabhu is not there, okay, we'll wind up this session. We wish you a very happy Krishna Consciousness Day ahead, to protect all of us. We'll seek the protection from Lord Narasimhadeva by praying his prayers 3 times. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Kalantam Sarvato
मुखम
Bhishanam
Ki Nrsingo, Jai Nrsingo, Jai Jai Nrsingo, Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhaya patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. वैष्णविंद की जय, भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय,
Jai.
गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि
Hari
हरि
Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you, Gopikant.
Thank you everybody. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण हरि बोल.